today's episode, where we're blending the old and the new into something truly magical, a modern vintage home filled with antique charm and timeless warmth. If you've ever dreamed of having a space that feels both sophisticated and soulful, this is for you. Today, I'll share design secrets that transform your home into a haven of history and comfort, without feeling outdated or cluttered. So grab a cup of tea, get cozy, and let's dive into how you can create that perfectly balanced, modern meets antique style. Before we start styling, it's important to understand what modern vintage really means. It's not about filling your home with old furniture, it's about honoring the past while living beautifully in the present. Think of clean, modern lines paired with weathered textures, or soft neutral walls that make antique wood tones shine. The result? A space that feels curated, lived in, and effortlessly elegant, like stepping into a storybook that's still being written. as your emotional backdrop. For a timeless, inviting atmosphere, start with creamy whites, soft taupes, muted sage, and gentle clay tones. These hues create warmth while allowing your antiques to take center stage. Want a cozier touch? Add deep olive, moody navy, or warm terracotta accents. These colors bring soul and sophistication, perfect for living rooms, kitchens, or bedrooms that glow softly under natural light. The secret to mastering modern vintage interiors is contrast. Pair a sleek modern sofa with a rustic farmhouse coffee table. Let an antique dresser shine beside a minimalist mirror. Mixing textures and eras creates visual interest and tells a personal story. The goal isn't perfection, it's personality. So don't be afraid of small imperfections, that patina, that crack, that faded paint. That's authentic charm. Textures make a space feel rich and welcoming. Try linen curtains, chunky wool throws, velvet cushions, and weathered wood surfaces. These tactile layers soften modern lines and bring in that comforting, lived-in aesthetic. The magic lies in layering, like a symphony of materials that blend rustic warmth with contemporary polish. You don't need to fill your home with antiques to feel vintage. A few statement pieces, like a French gilded mirror, a brass candlestick, or an old clock, can instantly elevate a room. Visit flea markets, antique fairs, or even online vintage shops to find treasures that speak to your heart. Remember, every antique carries a story, and when you bring that story home, it becomes part of your story too. When it comes to displaying antiques, less is more. Avoid overcrowding shelves or mantels. Instead, group items by color, texture, or theme, for example, a trio of vintage books beside a porcelain vase and a framed black and white photo. This curated approach feels elegant, not cluttered. Think of each vignette as a visual poem, a moment of beauty that draws the eye and warms the soul. Lighting transforms atmosphere. Choose warm white bulbs and layer your lighting. Combine table lamps, sconces, and pendant lights for a cozy ambience. Vintage-inspired lighting fixtures, like aged brass chandeliers or glass dome pendants, can tie your whole theme together. For evening magic, add candles or fairy lights to create that soft, golden glow that makes every corner feel special. While vintage charm is beautiful, functionality keeps your home livable. Balance antique finds with modern essentials, sleek kitchen appliances, smart lighting, or ergonomic seating. The trick is subtle integration. Let the modern features support your lifestyle while allowing your vintage pieces to steal the spotlight. This creates a space that's both stylish and comfortable for everyday living. Your walls set the tone. Instead of busy wallpaper, consider beadboard, wainscoting, or soft matte finishes in neutral tones. Add add character through vintage-style art prints, oil paintings, or framed botanical sketches. A single statement piece, like an aged portrait or a rustic mirror, can completely redefine a wall and anchor your entire design scheme. A modern vintage kitchen blends charm with practicality. Choose shaker-style cabinets, open shelving, and butcher block countertops for that farmhouse feel. Mix metals, like brushed brass with matte black, and display your ceramic dishes or copper pots for instant character. And don't forget the little details, vintage hardware or patterned tiles can make your kitchen sing with personality. Your living room should feel inviting yet elegant. Combine a plush modern sofa with a vintage rug and aged wood accents. Add an antique trunk as a coffee table or use a repurposed sideboard for added charm. Layer throw pillows in velvet, linen, and knit textures to balance warmth with refinement. Every piece should feel intentional, like it belongs in a home filled with stories and love. the bedroom, create calm with soft fabrics, layered linens, and gentle lighting. Choose a classic wrought iron bed or a tufted headboard to anchor the room. Add a vintage vanity or an antique nightstand for that timeless touch. Keep the palette serene, ivory, soft blush, muted gray, and let the textures do the talking. The result? A peaceful retreat that feels both nostalgic and new. Design isn't just what you see, it's what you feel. Add scented candles, diffusers, or dried lavender bundles to bring comfort through fragrance. Let gentle music or the crackle of a fireplace create that nostalgic warmth. A true modern vintage home engages all your senses. It's a space that not only looks beautiful but also feels emotionally grounding. And there you have it, the secrets to creating a modern vintage home that radiates antique beauty and timeless warmth. Remember, design isn't about following every trend, it's about telling your story through texture, tone, and treasured pieces. Whether it's a family heirloom or a flea market find, every detail adds depth to your home's personality. So embrace the mix, honor your memories, and create a space that feels uniquely, beautifully you. If you loved this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who adores timeless style, because every home deserves a little touch of history and heart.